ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರವಿಕುಮಾರ್ ETV ನ್ಯೂಸಿಂದ. ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ, ಅದು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಗುವಾ ಈಸ್ ಆ ಟ್ರೈಲರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಹಾಲಿವುಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕೆರಿಬಿಯನ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾಕ್ಕೂ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನು, ಸಿದ್ಧತೆ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಂಗುವಾ ಪಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು? ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವೊಬ್ಬರು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೌತ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ 38 ಭಾಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವೈಡ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಆಗಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ?
So during COVID is when the whole idea came to do a larger format film, a larger canvas film, and also to push boundaries and how can we increase the emotions? How can we tell a larger, show a larger world, show a varied emotion? So all that came, of course, after the OTT explosion happened. Shiva Garu had 2-3 scripts, and Yanamelu Garu was very, very ambitious to invest this money and say, like, let's go ahead and do something like this. It's high time in Tamil we did a film like this, and that's how the whole idea started. I think as you heard the previous question which I answered, it's just not an action film, but it also has a lot of emotions, which is the core of this film. It's about 3 islands, and what if these islands have a divide with power, divided by economic their stability? What if there is a conflict, and what if there's a foreign invasion, and how their core faith will hold? Will their core faith change? And what will the warrior, person who's Kanguva, who stands for his community, to what extent he will go and he will stand for his people? And the core emotion is very different because it's a promise, and how is he standing tall for his promise? And I don't want to say more about the film, but that's the kind of emotion which happens in this film. And I've never played a warrior. We have seen Troy, we have seen 300, or we have seen so many films, and we have just been in awe of those films, and we've never thought of recreating something like that for the last 20 years, 25 years. But as I said, thanks to Rajamouli Garu and films like Kantara and KGF, we are able to push boundaries. We are not just controlled by the market forces, saying this actor, this director can invest only so much money and they can do only such a film. We are able to do this because of the love and the encouragement we are getting from all over, not only our state, from all the other states. Because of this support, we are able to invest further, and of course we are not finishing a film in 80 days and rushing it. We all are investing time, like how Bahubali took 5 years. This has taken almost 2.5 years, and none of them, when they see money and when they see their remuneration and I'm working for this and I can only do this, such films will never get made. So from the entire cast and crew, from 3,000 people have worked day and night for more than 170 days just for the love of good cinema, and of course for the love what my director Shiva Garu radiates in the floor, in the shooting spot. We all worked for our director, we would say. He's such a positive person, and he really kept motivating those 3,000 people every day. It was a joy working under my director Shiva Garu.
Surya,
sir, only one. Sir, ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ತಪ್ಪೇಳಿ ಸರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಸರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಗನಿಂದ ಒನ್ ಎಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್. ಲೋಕೇಶ್,
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಬಿಡಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್?
Sir, you and Bobby Deol have acted together on the screen, so what do you feel about that?
So, as I said, sir, it is just not a film which is restricted to one language. I think Bobby Deol, sir, when he had come and we were shooting, Animal had not released. Nobody has seen Animal. Shiva, sir, had seen a video clip of Bobby Deol, sir, in a CCL match or in an airport, and he immediately liked Adira's character's name. They are from another island, and they worship, their deity is blood. Like Kanguva's deity is fire, the fire god, and for them Udiran is blood. So he was just waiting for Udiran to come, and as he saw Bobby Deol sir in a Instagram reel or a post. I think he immediately liked it and we approached. It was his generosity. He was very large-hearted to accommodate this time because he was doing some 4-5 films. He sacrificed festivals, he sacrificed family holidays, he definitely compromised must be on his salary, so many things, and it was him who like made it happen. Kanguva, he's within it because of more his effort, I would say, and it was immediately brotherhood. The day he entered, it was not looking like a person who we have looked upon like for the 20 years. He's 3 years senior to me, but it looked like we knew each other for the last 20-30 years, and that's the kind of friendship and warmth he gave all of us. He was a darling to work with. 15 days we had a lot of memories. We were able to share so many memories about his family and my family. Is a complete another family man. Most of the dialogues and most of the conversation was based on our family, and from the date he proposed, the day he met his wife, and how everything happened and how everybody was supporting in his ups and downs. He's an open book. He's completely an open book where he I don't know. I have never seen such a warm person before. In 5 minutes, we just clicked like that, and he stood so tall for this film. He stood really strong for this film. He gave everything for the climax, for all the stunt sequences. It's not easy to speak another language and act, but he gave everything. Like as I said, it's not about money. It is not about just a job, doing a job and going. Everybody has invested a lot of love for Kanguva to happen.
ಸರ್
ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಸರ್
ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸರ್, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಟು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಆ ಜಾನರ್ಸ್ ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆದ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುವಂತ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಗಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಿವ ಅವರು ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಕಲಿಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, 300 ಆಗಲಿ, ವೈಕಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮೂಲಕ.
Sir, after doing the pan-Indian films, so automatically the kind of magnum opus films they choose, the path is different. So how do you choose the scripts? And also Shiva is confident about this whole process of writing and executing it.
It's a machine which creates emotion. It's an emotional machine. It's important. In the 2 hours, you're able to see another world. You're able to see another person's life in depth. You're able to see his problems, his joy, his sorrows, his journey, everything in 360 degrees. One film in 2 hours should be able to completely show you, picturize another world which you might not have lived, or you must have not experienced, or you must not have heard of. I think stories must be said in a way which will maybe cleanse you, which will enlighten you, which will give you some wisdom, or which will answer your questions. I come somewhere, wait for something like that, or it should at least create a debate. Something which you're not read in your school, in your college, or maybe not discussing on your dining table. So movies should give you a different experience. Apart from entertaining, I think, it should say like, why can't I be like this? It should put a drop of emotion which you would want to carry home. And like how Surya reporter was completely from here and everybody loved, and we have to celebrate our people. It is about that. Like Jaivim was also loved and celebrated. I think this pure emotion will also be carried back home is what I genuinely feel. It again talks about that forgiveness, but also takes you to another world, transforms you to another world. But the core emotion will also, I'm hoping there'll be a take back after watching this film, and that's what we rely on. Shiva sir is a visual director. He was first an editor and then the cinematographer and then a director. So visually this will be a beautiful film, but his core also relies on basic emotion, human emotion. So we rely on both, and hopefully we should satisfy you 200% with what we are aiming for.
KVN sir ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay, last 2 questions. Last 2 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾತ್ರ.
KVN sir ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸರ್, ನೀವು ತಲಪತಿ ವಿಜಯ್ ಸರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 69
69ನೇ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ KVN ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ?
Thank you, Tarapati 610. Of course, it's a proud and very proud, and it's a privilege to be part of that movie and be a producer of that movie. Surya sir combination KVN Productions movie. I think I'll ask Surya sir only to answer. I've been a great fan of Surya sir's work. He's one actor, so much of versatility. Any role that he takes, he lives in that role and makes us believe that it is not Surya sir, it is that character. Very fond of him. There's not even movie to movie. Somebody was mentioning there's so much of difference. The way he portrays a character is very different. In fact, ಶಾರದಾ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ರೋಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕಂಗುವಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಾ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಬರೋವರೆಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ and that is how he portrays. That is, I think, 2-minute, 3-minute scene, but memorable for all of us forever. We will find some way. I mean, time will, hopefully with the time, we'll be able to find something to definitely work together. It's a privilege for us to collaborate and do something with Surya.
Hello sir.
Hello, Surya
This is
sir.
Harshvardhan.
Okay, one.
Surya sir. Yes. Hello sir. This is Harshvardhan from Vijayawani newspaper. This is ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ವೆಂಕಟ್ ಸರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಬಂದರೂ ಸಹ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕಂಗುವಾ ಮೂವಿನ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 300 ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, 400 ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರ. ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ತಮಿಳ್ ಮೂವಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಅಶ್ಯೂರ್ same number of theaters in Tamil Nadu for Shivanna's Bhairatirangal movie?
So I think I'm genuinely not a part of a distribution circle, and I would really wish and would want to, if there is any collaboration and if somebody is having a meeting and sitting and saying like, can we do something together, and if such a conversation happens, I will go to any extent to talk to my distributors, to anybody, and to whatever power I have, I would be a part of that, and I would do that. There's no looking back on that at all. If there's a conversation, I would call anybody, I will knock any doors to make such a thing happen. But it's a different world. Marketing is a different world, distribution is a different world, and of course theatre owners, it's a completely different world. To my extent, to whatever power, to my capability, whatever I can do, I will go all out, and that too Shivanna, I will go all out, and I will be doing.
Hi, this is Pramod Hegde from Vijay Karnataka.
One second. Let him complete.
This is
Surya sir, Lakshminarayan here from Guarantee News. Sir, before I am asking question for you, I firstly thank you for making a fantabulous movie on our Kannadiga Captain Gopinath Surrai Potro. Sir, my question is about visual treat of Kanguva. As you said, without using the lights, cameraman Vetri has made a movie, right? So how Shiva sir's inputs plus for this movie? Basically, he is also a cinematographer, right? So what are the techniques they have used?
So usually, any scene, when you recreate any scene from paper to screen in front of camera, it is about staging the scene. How many, is it going to, you're going to start from this cell phone and then go to the actor, or you're going to start away straight from a complete master shot, or know how the actors are going to enter the frame. So Shiva sir and Vetri, they both have been classmates. Shiva sir is also from the Film Institute, and he's a gold medalist. They both are batchmates. So their understanding is amazing. And every time a scene takes a very different, whatever you see on a scene paper is not what is happening actually on the shooting day. In fact, I would say there's no scene paper also. It's all mostly in Shiva sir's head, and he'll give you small notes. So this is the dialogue, and that day morning you will be knowing your dialogue. We know the scene, we know the story, we know the screenplay, we know what is happening. Every moment is known. But he believes in improvising his dialogues till the last minute before the shot goes. most of the directors I've experienced, even Rolex was done like that. Just that day morning, I got the scene paper, and just before going into the sets, the final dialogues were finalized and written. And the staging, of course, there was no plan; it just went by the flow. So visually, Shiva sir is wonderful in green mat also. So a director, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for any actor and any producer if a director has all this experience. One man having all this experience. Usually you rely on a CG technician or a chief technician to come and help you with the CGI, or a stunt coordinator to help you with that, or of course a cinematographer to help you with it. But Shiva sir has been an editor at the age of 12-13 for 6 years. Then he's been a cinematographer for the longest time, and from the film produced gold medalist, and he's been a director for at least some 20-30 films, and he's also very good with literature. So நீங்க வந்து பேசுறீங்களா? You want to come on the stage and talk? Because I think there's something important to talk for you. So cinematographer, editor, and a director, a screenplay writer, somebody who is very good with literature. For all of that experience, you are blessed to be an actor under him. You are blessed to be a producer for him. So Kanguva has got the right team, I would say, and Shiva sir has added a lot of value for this film. I don't know why he didn't do such a film for all these years. I feel lucky. So whenever there's a dream project for a director, I am luckily being placed in between that. And I should also say, Venkat Garu, such lovely people are important for this film industry.
Surya sir,
Every time there's a new blood which is important to come into the industry, and that fresh blood makes the industry go on for some more time. I've had a lot of other language speaking directors also through Venkat Garu. I've been introduced through him, and hopefully he's thirsty, he wants to do something big, so it's my responsibility to associate him with a very good project. So for the longest time we are talking, and hopefully we'll come with a very good one, an important one.
So hi sir, this is Pramod Hegde from Vijay Kannada.
Sir, one ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಹಾಯ್ ಸರ್, ರಮೇಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ TV5. ಸರ್, ಕಂಗುವಾ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಹುಬಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಸಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬಾಹುಬಲಿನ ಮೀರಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಗುವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಮಿಳು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗಳು, ಚಾನಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಬಾಹುಬಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಾಹುಬಲಿಗಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ರೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. ಬಾಹುಬಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಾಹುಬಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಅದು?
Sorry sir, if you don't mind, before that, this is the last question, please don't mind. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಅನ್ಯತಾ ಭಾವಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಹಂಬಲ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ನೂ 2 ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we need to finish that. That's why please don't mind. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ
ಇದರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್, ಇದು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Because we don't want to invest 2-3 years of our time and tell the same story. Bahubali is about a very highly civilized kingdom. They are kings, and they are from a very different world. These are all primal instincts. These are all from the tribe. The whole world, the whole their instincts, their emotions are completely going to be different. And it's also based on islands, and it's about, I think I don't even have to explain this. It will be totally a different world. At least there'll be 500 years difference between both the worlds. And when you go to office, you're in a different way. At home, you're different. And when you come from your remote village, you are in a very different, relaxed way. So in that way, like if you're going 700 years back, your primal instincts are very different. The way you are now polished and civilized is very different. And what if those people at those days, what do they stand for, and how do they react, and what is their anger, what is their emotion? And it was not an age where it was literally close to a stone age. It was not an age where you don't even see the swords and knives sharp enough. So that's the kind of world they live in. I think there's no comparison between Bahubali and Kanguva. It's only dare to dream big is the core emotion which we have taken from Rajamouli Garu, and that's what I think we would proudly say, like we would want to be as successful and thankful to him for opening all the doors.
Sir, ಇಲ್ಲಿ One question, last question.
Please. Okay, done. Last. This is the last question. Please. Another boss stay.
Sir, I have a request for you. This is a November Kannada Rajyotsava. Please wish this Kannada in Kannada. Kannada Rajyotsavada Shubhashayagalu.
So basically,
In Kannada, for Kannada people.
Kannada Rajyotsava Shubhashayagalu.
Thank you.
thank you. No. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Once again.